François Copelin. François Copelin was a Baroque composer during the late-ish 1600s and early-ish 1700s. Copelin was born November 10th, 1668. He was also born into one of the wealthiest musical families, like every single other Baroque composer. Copelin's father was an organist at the church St. Georges and taught his son how to play the organ at an early age. His father also died when Copelin was 10. His mother was put to bed with a shovel 11 years later. It's also worth noting that Copelin was a musical genius by an early age. Oh, and his family was one of the best-known musical families in Europe. But let's talk about his music. This piece is called
Messe pour les couvents.
Translated to Mass of the Convents. Just in case you didn't know, a convent is a community of priests, by the way. I was wondering that myself. This piece is called
Barricade mystérieuse.
Translated to The Mysterious Barricade. This piece of music is very repetitive and fast, and that's one of the reasons why I chose this to be the second piece. I thought it showed variety in Copelin's work. Most of his music was written for the church, by the way. However, aside from composing music and teaching, Copelin also published some books, or rather wrote the books and had them published for him, whatever. His most famous being L'Art de Translate The Art of Harpsichord. This book showed techniques for playing the harp, some of which techniques were adopted by Bach. This was also a 4-novel book, the first one being the most popular. The novels came out through a period of 17 years. There might have even been a 5th book, but Copelin totally died in 1733, 3 years after his last book was published. A 5th book may have not been needed, though, considering that there are over 230 individual harp pieces in the 4th book.